We all want to be successful in life, in relationships, and yes, in finances. Defining success is often a personal matter, but we do know that success in anything often requires good routines and practices. In our pursuit of wealth, we know it requires good money management, and that requires good money habits. So here are 8 smart money habits successful people have developed to help them manage their money. 1. They automate their savings. The best way to manage your savings is to have it manage itself. After all, thinking about your savings and investments all the time can lead to mental fatigue, which could lead to poorer decision-making. Automating your savings is straightforward and hassle-free. This is one major way successful people manage their money, by automating their money to be sent directly from their paycheck or checking account into their savings and investment accounts. This way, they reduce the temptation to spend, since they never get to see the money available. Imagine your goal is to save up $4,000 as emergency savings. You'll want to start by calculating how much you'd have to save per paycheck or month over a designated period of time. In this instance, let's choose a year. We calculate that you'll need around $334 per month. If you get paid bi-weekly, then you'd set $167 to be transferred into your emergency savings account, where you're most likely not to touch it. For irregular savings commitments, you can create calendar alerts for yourself so that you don't have to worry about forgetting. Adopting this habit is helpful since we're impulsive creatures. Anything that can help us develop the right habits toward meeting our goals is what successful people know how to use really well. Plus, between work and family, life can be really hectic, so why not spend your free time doing things you love to do? By automating their saving tasks, successful people remove stress and ensure they remain on track to meet their savings goals. 2. They set long-term goals. Even with automation, saving for its own sake can be a really daunting task, especially when it's not attached to a clear goal, like retirement, college funds, a home you want to buy, or even a vacation you'd really love to take. Successful people understand this, and that's why they always use goals as motivation. Successful people don't set vague financial goals like, I want to be rich or I want to save lots of money. They write down a specific amount and calculate approximately how much each will cost. That way, they have a target to aim for. If their goals are time-sensitive, then they figure out how much they'll have to save each month, quarter, or year to hit that goal. This is critical to their success because putting aside $50,000 at once for any saving goal may be really daunting even for successful people. But spreading that across 10 years at $417 per month is pretty doable. Regardless of what your savings goals are, long-term goals will definitely help you get there. Long-term goals give structure to dreams that seem out of reach and empower you to tackle them strategically over time. 3. They save a big part of their income and invest wisely. Successful people also understand that it's easier to reach their long-term goals and handle financial emergencies when they save and invest aggressively. They do this by creating a budget or using budgeting templates such as the 50-30-20 rule, which recommends saving at least 20% of their total income. They know investing this money wisely is the best way they grow their money. Investing wisely means having a long-term mentality toward your investment options. This allows for better decision-making. If you know you need to use some of your savings in less than 5 years, then don't put that money into the market because market fluctuation may see you losing that money. Longer-term investing is a smart choice since your money will ride out the market's ups and downs and produce return on investments that'll most likely outpace your current savings accounts. Mutual funds, retirement, and taxable brokerage accounts are great choices of places to invest. Stocks and bonds are also other choices you can purchase. You even have robo-advisors that can help you as a total beginner. 4. They plan their spending and buy quality. As much as they plan their savings and investments, successful people also plan their spending and the quality of things they buy. This helps them make wise spending choices. To them, waste in any form is sabotage to their good personal money management and, by extension, to their savings and potential investments. So they do whatever they can to eliminate it from every area of their lives, even if it means choosing quality over price. Successful people are frugal, not cheap. So instead of constantly buying a poor quality pair of shoes for $20 that would only last for a couple of months, they buy one pair of good quality shoes for $100 that'll last years. Rather than order food too often and let their groceries waste, they choose to cook and eat at home. In other words, avoiding waste of time, resources, and money in daily choices has worked really well for successful people to manage their money and can work for you as well. 5. They avoid buying on credit. Inasmuch as they choose quality over price, they avoid buying on credit. Staying clear of any debt is certainly a habit that helps their overall goals. This is particularly true for debt that don't make them richer. Successful people make sure to reduce and eliminate those kinds of debts. This makes sense since you can't afford to waste money on paying interest on consumer debts such as credit cards and loans if you want to become wealthier. This is even more important because most credit card charges are notoriously high on interest when you carry a balance. So, successful people avoid these credits and prioritize paying their balances off in full if they have one. And they pay on time to keep a good credit score. Steering clear from debt by buying what they can realistically afford is also another way successful people manage their money. 6. They live below their means. The mere thought of steering off debt and buying what they can realistically afford means they have to live below their means. This has never been so pressing considering the consumerist society we live in. It's easy to find it difficult to avoid advertising pulls and end up buying a bunch of things you really don't need. This then makes it super hard to save, and all the while, rooting you deep into credit card debt that can prove to be dangerous for months afterwards. Successful people understand they have to avoid that by controlling overspending and living below their means if they'll ever have the chance to save more. To help them do this, they create a budget and stick to it. Although they allow themselves some money to spend on wants, they prioritize reducing expenses and increasing savings and investments. 7. They take care of their health. Another top priority for successful people is their health. Prioritizing their health gives the opportunity of dodging avoidable health issues. This reduces the amount of money they would have to spend on healthcare. According to Tom Corley, a financial expert who spent years studying wealthy individuals, nearly all of them engage in 30 minutes of exercise every day. Whether it's a yoga session, gym workout, or a jog in the park, they make it a necessity to get their body moving. This keeps them in a state that allows them to strive for more financial landmarks. Creating wealth takes time, which means you need longevity afforded by good health. You can't make money stuck in a hospital bed. 8. They hang out with like-minded people. Lastly, whether you agree or not, you're only as successful as those you frequently hang out with. Successful people understand this more than anyone else. That's why they hang out with like-minded people. They always associate with people as highly motivated as them when it comes to money or other areas of their life. Their personal network is full of highly productive people like themselves. This makes sense because the money game is a lot like the law of attraction. Who you spend time with determines how successful you are. You attract the financial habits of those around you. That's why millionaires become friends with millionaires. If you want to be successful, you must choose to stay away from toxic, negative people, behaviors, and thoughts. Surround yourself with those who are striving and pushing you to be better and do the same for them. We hope you learned something new today. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss out on new content. See you in the next one.